Hey everybody, it's Chris. I want to give everyone a heads up before you listen to the episode. This episode was recorded live out at Anklo Brew. It was recorded back when, honestly, it looked like this Corona thing was hopefully winding down, and we were trying to help out a small business in Anklo and trying to get some people out there. Obviously, since all this has happened, it's come to light that it's not close to slowing down. So don't expect any live episodes going forward for a little while. Unfortunately, just stay inside when you can. Wear a damn mask. Support your local businesses, though. If you're in the Tampa Bay area, there's a bunch out there that are small local businesses that could use your money. This episode was recorded, though, like I said, back when it looked like we were kind of on the tail end of this, and we were really kind of hopeful and trying to get back to a little bit of normalcy. We will be back out of Anklo as soon as it is safe to do so. But for the time being, this will be our last live show there for a little while. We hope you enjoy it, and we'll be back with a regular home episode next week. But enjoy the show. Here we go. Anklo Brew, we are back. Social distancing is in full effect, but we are here to play some trivia, everybody. My name is Chris. I am one of the hosts of the Pub Trivia Experience podcast. And if you're here on a Friday night, you're here to play some trivia or to kill time until the band gets here. But we're going to play some trivia no matter what. If you have not played with us before, we're doing things a little bit differently. If you're playing with the Pub Trivia Experience tonight, log on your cell phones to triviarat.com/PTE. To maintain social distancing, you're going to turn your answers in digitally, and I will keep score right up here. It's better for me. Here's how this is going to go. We have got 4 rounds of trivia, 4 questions per round. We are going to start with our pregame. We are going to end with our wager round, which is 3 questions, all having a wager component. In the middle, there is a halftime round. You can earn up to 20 points. Each correct answer is worth 10 points throughout the regular game. In the pregame, your correct answers are worth 2 points apiece. Now, for those of you that want to get the bonus points, we have got 2 bonus beers. Each team can get up to a maximum of 6 bonus points, 2 points per beer. Your bonus point beers tonight are going to be the Milk Bone Stout and the Intellectual Property IPA. All right, we are moving in to the pregame. Here's how this is going to work. We're going to go question by question. You have about 30 seconds to get each answer in. But here's your opening round. I'm going to give you 5 movie titles. You're going to answer yes or no. Are each of these 5 movie titles on AFI's 100 Years, 100 Movies, top 10 list? All right. Is this movie on the AFI 100 Years, 100 Movies, top 10 list? Movie number 1 is The Wizard of Oz.
They use a lot of old ones, I think, on the AFI.
Yeah.
So I'm inclined to say yes.
I agree.
Number 2 is the movie Psycho on AFI's 100 Years, 100 Movies top 10 list. Your movie is Psycho.
I just don't think it's that good of a movie. I mean, it's a classic, like people remember
classic, but it's
scene.
Not great.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Your number 3 option is Raging Bull on the AFI 100 Years, 100 Movies top 10 list.
I know nothing about that movie.
It's a boxing movie, right?
Boxing? I don't know.
I think it's a boxing movie. What do you think? Raging Bull? Probably yes.
I've never seen it. I have no idea.
I've never seen it either. I just know it's a boxing movie, right?
But top 10 best
Didn't know
of
that,
all
no.
time? If we like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, if we don't even really know all that much about it, would it be on a top 10 list?
I don't know. I think it's supposed to be like
Really good.
yeah, but
Okay.
I've never seen it. I don't know.
Why not? I don't care.
I don't know what to do.
We'll just say yes.
Yes. Okay.
We are here for the fun.
Number 4 is Vertigo on the AFI top 10 list. The movie is Vertigo.
Okay, I've seen this. It's by the Psycho guy.
Oh, it's
Hitchcock.
it's Hitchcock. Okay.
Yeah, so Vertigo, the only thing I remember from that is that there's a scene that he's going up these stairs,
Okay.
like spiral staircase into something high. And it's like this real like psychedelic, like Vertigo like scene. Like
Okay.
it's really weird. If we said no to Psycho,
Maybe yes.
and this
to
is the
Vertigo.
same guy, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What do you put 2 Alfred Hitchcocks both on there?
Right.
If they were
We're
both
looking
yes
for
or both
Vertigo.
no.
Okay.
So let's
go
just say yes.
Is Star Wars on the AFI 100 Years, 100 Movies top 10 list. That's your last one for your pregame round.
Hope.
You're talking about episode 4?
Episode 4, Chris. New Hope.
Episode 4, New Hope.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
say no.
It
You're
was
gonna
just
say
called
no?
Star Wars.
Yes. I think we'd say yes because it was.
You
kind
think
of
yes?
revolutionary.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I was thinking there's no way they're gonna have Star Wars on this list. So we have yes, no, yes, yes, yes.
All right, here are your answers. And before we give answers, we're going to go to the group recording the podcast behind me,
dear.
the Pub Trivia Experience
Okay.
Mod Squad. I don't even know what the hell to call you.
That's fine.
All
You can just
right,
call us
Marrissa,
models.
You were mic'd up. I'm going to read off the movie. Tell me if they are in the AFI 100 Years, 100 Movies top 10 list. Your first movie is The Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
The Wizard of Oz barely cracks the top 10 at number 10.
Ooh.
Movie number 2. What about Psycho?
No.
Psycho was number 14 on their list.
Wow, that's still high. Higher than I would.
Number 3. What about Raging Bull?
None of us had seen it at this table, but we went with yes because I feel like a lot of people talk about it.
Raging Bull. So there's 2 different AFI lists if you're not aware. AFI Top 100 and the AFI 100 Years, 100 Movies. Raging Bull was like the low 60s or 70s on their Top 100 list, and somehow over time climbed all the way to number 4.
So we get that
Raging
right?
Bull
Yes.
is in the top 10.
Nice.
Your number 4 movie is the Hitchcock classic Vertigo. Marrissa, what did you say?
We deferred to Leah on this one, and we went with yes.
Vertigo is definitely in the top 10.
Leah?
Cracking it at number 9.
I feel like we're wrong at this one. Then.
And the last one, the George Lucas classic Star Wars. What did you say?
Well, 2 of us over here are very biased, so we went with yes.
Star Wars is a no. It's number 13.
Dang.
That being said, Star
Foul
Trek
play.
nowhere near any top 10 list ever. All right, we're going to roll into your regular game. Round 1, question number 1 on your sheets, on your phones. This is question number 6. Your category is in It's Such a Tragedy. Not many people have heard of the Great Whiskey Fire in Dublin in 1875. It claimed the lives of 5,000 barrels of whiskey and 13 people. The people, though, did not die from the fire and did not die from any what's the word I'm looking for? No complication from the fire. Seriously, I need a drink. What did those 13 people die from? They did not die from the fire or from complications of the fire. You got 3 minutes. What did those 13 people die from?
It's either that or like stampede
Drowning?
or something.
Did they drown?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, maybe a stampede if people were like.
I don't know. Alcohol
to escape
poisoning
it?
sounds like it could be totally legit. If you lose that many barrels of whiskey, I would be drinking
They
myself to
didn't
death
die
too.
from the fire. Okay. Do you think it's alcohol poisoning or drowning?
It's
when you think
kind of the
about-
same.
Well, so drowning. How would they have drowned? They would have fallen.
If the barrels are going up in flames, I mean, There's no way that it could, like, if they fell
Were they
into
boiled to death?
Oh no!
Yeah,
But that would be
it's the-
fire, wouldn't it?
Yeah, he said no complications from the fire or for anything related to the fire. Something in that rules out
Yeah,
like
so then-
suffocation from
so-
smoke.
So wouldn't that rule out drowning then? Because that would have been a complication from the fire,
I mean, kinda, maybe.
right?
That's why I think.
Alcohol poisoning, maybe like the fumes.
I think the fumes would be from the fire, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think alcohol poisoning is pretty solid.
It's a tragedy because of all that wasted whiskey. That hurts. That hurts. I'm a little afraid some of it might have been Jameson's, guys. It's kind of weighing on me. The Whiskey Fire of Dublin claimed the lives of 5,000 barrels of whiskey and 13 people. The 13 people did not die from the fire or from fire-related causes. What caused the death of those 13 people? Marrissa, what did the pub trivia experience say?
We said alcohol poisoning.
They said alcohol poisoning. Well, this is Ireland. And if there's one country where whiskey's flowing down a dirty road in the 1800s and people are going to stop and drink it, it's probably going to be in Ireland. It was alcohol poisoning.
Woo! Woo! Good job.
Question number 7. Your category is in literature. The Sherlock Holmes book, A Study of Scarlet, was the first fictional book to mention the use of what handheld device as an investigation tool?
It's got to be
The magnifying glass,
yeah,
right?
this thing.
Yeah. Let's go magnifying glass.
Yeah, that's the only
Because that's like that is so stereotypical Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Like you.
I see him with a pipe and a little thing in his hand, and he goes, "Elementary, my dear Watson." That's what I'm picturing.
All right. In the Sherlock Holmes book, The Study of Scarlet, it was the first fictional book to mention the use of what handheld device as an investigative tool? Pub trivia experience, what did you say?
We went with magnifying glass.
Who else went with magnifying glass? Some of you are some damn smart people. The correct answer is magnifying glass. Nicely done. Moving on. This is going to be question number 8. It is round 1, question number 3. Your category is in food. Earlier this year, several diners were shocked to hear that the pizza they ordered from Pasquale's Pizza and Wings was actually pizza from what company? Earlier this year, several diners were shocked to discover that the pizza they had ordered from Pasquale's Pizza and Wings was actually pizza from what company?
So, would you like to tell everybody the answer since I was so nice to give you the whole story the other day?
Yeah.
Remember how little you cared when I was telling you that story?
I was also mad at you that day. So
A good point. So, how does it feel?
what to know this answer?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Can you imagine how bad it feels having no idea?
Yeah, the people who ordered it.
Yeah, right? Let's see. Leah?
Yeah, what is it? What's the answer? I have no idea.
Chuck E. Cheese.
The answer is Chuck E.
Chuck E.
Cheese.
Cheese?
They rebranded their pizza because of the coronavirus.
So this is a recent thing that they've done.
All right. Round 1, question number 3. Your category was in food. Earlier this year, several diners were shocked to find out that the pizza they had ordered from Pasquale's Pizza and Wings was actually pizza made from by what company? Pub trivia experience team, what did you say?
That would be everyone's least favorite mouse, right? Chuck E. Cheese.
It is definitely Chuck E. Cheese. Make
Pretty
some
sure
noise
that's
if you
a
got it
rat.
right.
Oh, he's a
sounds
rat?
about right.
He's
No
a
one
rat?
got Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah,
Oh, man, the mouse wins again, guys.
You didn't know that answer.
All right. Round 1, question number 4. Your category is in science. There you go. What revolutionary scientist took a 5-year journey around the world aboard a ship called the HMS Beagle? This trip ended in 1836.
Who are some scientists that we know?
Well, see, that's what threw me off is
The year.
no, the famous scientist is that I thought it was Edmund Hillary because that's the guy that climbed Everest. And then I
Who's
also
that?
thought he was made the trip around the world. I thought that's where Around the World in 80 Days was kind of inspired.
And I know like explorers like Magellan,
Okay.
That's too
maybe
early.
Sir
like it.
Francis Drake. That name sounds
Ooh,
familiar.
That's
But
a
I
name.
don't know anything about these people. I just know
But
names.
yeah, but famous scientists.
Yeah, I don't know any of these people.
What about Darwin?
I saw where he was buried in Italy when I was there.
So he was dead then. That's
Yeah.
a good start.
Yeah, that was in 2003.
Okay,
He
so
was-
he's been dead since
yeah.
at least 2003.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, he's been
Could have
dead a
been
long
alive in the
time.
1800s.
Yes, but
Okay, so
I
I'm
don't
thinking.
know how early in the 1800s because he went to the Galapagos.
Well, he definitely did this trip late in his life, I think.
Okay.
Einstein,
I don't think it was
No,
Einstein.
Einstein was born. Einstein was
It was
born
in the early
1910s,
90s.
I think.
Yeah.
Sigmund Freud.
No, Sigmund Freud was
I think Darwin's probably a good choice because I think that's how he ended up at
the Galapagos. I like your Hillary.
Madagascar.
Stop
I
there
like your
around the
Hillary
world.
thing.
But he wasn't a famous scientist. He was just an explorer.
I like Darwin. I just don't remember when Darwin was. I like Hillary and your 180 days because how many days is 5 months?
But that's just a story. That wasn't about him. It
So
was just,
30
About
days
another 30
times 5
seconds,
is
folks. Get
150
those answers in.
days.
I think Darwin's probably a better choice here.
Darwin's a better choice. Okay, let's go Darwin.
Okay.
Round 1, question number 4. Your category was in science. What revolutionary scientist took a 5-year journey around the world aboard the ship called the HMS Beagle that ended in 1836? Pub trivia experience. All right, pub trivia experience. What did you say?
We said Charles Darwin.
They said Charles Darwin. Did anyone else say Darwin? Okay, this is a podcast. Make some noise if you said Darwin. Okay, Jesus. The
No, it
correct
wasn't
answer
Jesus.
is Charles Darwin. Nicely done.
job, Leah.
It wasn't me. it
And
was Jeff.
everyone can look around who
That was
made
you?
noise. That's
Yeah.
who you
Oh, I
hate
thought
right
Leah
now.
said it.
No. I said Sir Francis Drake.
Oh,
She
okay.
named a lot of different good
Einstein.
She did.
explorers.
She did.
Question number 1. Your category
It's like we're good at this or something.
is in comedy. Name the Chicago-based comedy troupe that helped launch the careers of stars like Bill Murray, Steve Carell, Tina Fey, and Stephen Colbert.
Do we
Guys,
need to go through the whole country?
You have 3 minutes. Good luck.
we do have to talk about it because this is a podcast.
Okay.
I've been here. When I
And-
went and visited Chicago, we went and saw a show here. And they had big cartoon, like, caricatures of all the famous people, like
Oh, yeah.
Tina
Oh, that's so
Fey.
cool.
and
Did you get to
everyone
see
like
anybody that came?
No.
Anybody? No.
No. This was only like 4 years ago. or
Oh,
so,
okay.
so-
Yeah, no one big
But
has
they
come out
had,
since
it was
then.
funny because
Not
like
yet.
in the lobby waiting, it was all caricatures, like
Yeah.
black and white caricatures. I can pull it up
awesome.
on my phone and show you guys.
That's so cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's like a life goal of mine is go to UPC and Second City and
Is this-
I want to go to Groundlings.
Yeah.
Is that what we're going with?
Yeah.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Okay. Round 2, question number 1. Your category was in comedy. Name the Chicago-based comedy troupe that helped launch the careers of stars like Bill Murray, Steve Carell, Tina Fey, and Stephen Colbert. Pub trivia experience team, what did you say?
That is Second City.
That is definitely the Second City comedy troupe. Nicely done. Who got that right?
Woo!
All right. Round 2, question number 2. Your category is It's Bad for You. What cigarette brand was heavily advertised in the movie Superman 2 after its parent company paid $43,000 for multiple product placement times in the movie? Looking for the name of the cigarette brand that is heavily advertised in Superman 2.
Leah.
So let's name cigarette brands.
Well, so I just
Okay.
got to imagine it's
Marlboro?
probably like Marlboro or something
is-
that was
Camel?
trying to be cool at the time. Cool.
Oh.
Because Superman came out, what, 70s? Early 80s?
So Superman 2?
Was it 2 or?
Superman 2.
Okay, so that was 80s.
It was definitely 80s.
Yeah, that would definitely make sense if it
It could be
was.
cool cigarettes.
Or it could be Camel.
You think it's Camel?
Camel had a very, I don't want to say progressive, but a very hip,
yes, because they were trying to appeal to the kids.
yeah,
Yeah.
to the younger.
That's the only
So
thing
maybe?
I know.
So I think it's kind of a toss-up between Camel
I don't
or...
think it was Marlboro.
I don't think so either.
So Camel or
Marlboro's kind of always been the cowboy cigarette.
yeah. What else is there?
Well, there's a lot of them, but I don't think it's anything else other than
Mister, I used to smoke.
those. Hey, that was high school.
What did you use to smoke? What would
excuse
you
me?
buy?
Camel.
Okay. Because you wanted to be hip and cool.
Yeah. No. I don't know why, actually. I think it was just because they were there. And they had the bubble of menthol you could pop. Ugh. That was a long time ago. Don't even give me that.
You stopped like 10 years ago.
Yeah. A third of my lifetime ago. Thanks for paying attention.
Okay, so what do we want to say? You want camel or cool?
I don't know. What do you guys think?
I would say camel.
You would say
especially
camel?
The 80s,
Yeah? I would kind of go with that.
Makes sense to me.
because they were everywhere.
Yeah.
Round 2, question number 2. The category was It's Bad for You. What cigarette brand was heavily advertised in Superman 2 after its parent company spent $43,000 in product placement advertising? Pub trivia experience, what did you say?
We went with camel.
They locked in with Camel. Any other answers that came in? Anyone have a guess? Damn, y'all are smart. It was Marlboro. Nicely done. All right. Round 2. Question number 3. Your category is in music. What iconic industrial rock band released 2 new albums for free in March of this year? Those albums were titled Ghosts 5 Together and Ghosts 6 Locusts. We're looking for the name of the industrial rock band that dropped 2 free albums in March of this year. You got 3 minutes to get those answers in. Good luck.
What the hell is industrial rock?
I was just going to ask that. I was like, do you guys know what an industrial rock
Literally
band
the
is?
only one I know is, or I know, I guess, so like Tool, they're considered industrial rock.
But what makes it industrial?
Korn. I feel like Tool was supposed to have a big tour this year, so it could be them.
So are these bands that are industrial because, like, the name of their band sounds industrial? So
They
like,
actually only play in warehouses.
Tool? Because tools seem industrial.
That's a pretty good point. Corn?
Corn.
But with
Corn
a
is
K.
an industrial crop.
Backwards K, though.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's backwards?
Just
Oh.
need the name of the band.
Isn't it backwards?
No, it's K.
So
Not
it's
with
like,
a K.
like a metal band.
So, kind of, but not really.
Not quite.
Limp Bizkit?
No.
Definitely not. They were a rap rock.
They did it all for the nookie.
They did. And then it, well,
They sticked it up your, or something like that.
Let's go.
Metallic.
Metallica. Are they industrial?
No, they're metal.
Gold, silver. What are some other metals?
Aluminum.
Iron.
Aluminum foil.
Aluminium.
Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden? No.
That's
Ooh.
metal.
That's like,
Oh,
yeah,
that
hair
sounded
metal.
very metal.
It's not industrial rock.
So, what are we going to actually go with?
I don't know. Let's go
Another 30
Tool.
seconds, folks.
Tool.
Get those answers in.
Oh,
I wanted you to name the industrial rock band that dropped 2 free albums in March of this year. Those albums were titled Ghosts 5 Together and Ghost 6 Locusts. And if you can't tell, like, I know my wife pretty well. There is no way she knows the answer to this, so this is going to fall on Jeff and Marrissa. What did you guys say back at the pub trivia experience?
oh, this 100% fell on Jeffrey.
And
He said Tool.
they locked in with Maynard's Tool. Your correct answer is an Oscar award-winning musician who does a lot of work with David Fincher. The lead singer's name is Trent Reznor. The band is 9 Inch Nails.
Oh, that sounds industrial. It's got
Does.
nails.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear some
Leah's
groans
onto
and
something
I
over
bathed
here.
in your misery.
We didn't think about that.
We
9
did
Inch
not. I wish I had
Nails.
thought about that because I would have thought of Reznor. Oh, well. And that would have
All
been
right.
a question he wrote, too.
Round 2, question number 4. Your category is in retail therapy. This popular store was originally a woman's clothing store called Hennes. That's Hennes, which is Swedish for hers. It acquired the hunting and fishing equipment company called Moritz Widforce in 1968, and shortly after, they changed their name to what? The original company was Hennes, Hennes. In 1968, they acquired a fishing and hunting clothing store called Moritz Widforce. And shortly after that acquisition, they changed their name to what? You got 3 minutes. Good luck.
So hers, and then they had a fishing and
Can I
whatever store.
Can you lift it up and show me just so I can visually see the words?
Sorry, my handwriting's horrible.
Oh, it's not worse than Marissa's. Hennes, Moritz,
I used to have
Woodford.
really nice
Where,
handwriting.
where was
Okay.
it? Swedish?
Yes.
I think that one was
It's
Swedish. I
Swedish?
don't know if that.
So it's not going to be like a.
Moritz is a character in Spring Awakening, the musical. That's the only.
I'm
thing
thinking of like outdoor brands.
Right.
Like probably not a Columbia.
No.
Probably not a
North
Eddie
Face
Bauer.
or Eddie
Oh,
Bauer.
what's the big fishing store that people
It's
go
not
to?
Bass Pro or Cabela's.
No,
sounds
I'm
like a
just trying to
Bass
think
Pro
of
Shop.
like
What are some
outdoor.
But international.
Yeah, internationally outdoor.
What's the one big one from Sweden?
Sweden.
I-
The
IKEA.
backpacks.
Oh, I had.
North Face.
No, it's not North Face.
Okay, backpack.
It's with backpacks.
It's got a little red-
The
it's got a
Swedish,
little red-
They sell the jackets and stuff at Epcot
Swiss.
in Norway.
Something? No?
There's some big
Swiss Miss.
no.
Swiss Army knives.
Ooh,
I'm picturing a red and white logo.
That's Switzerland.
that's just
I've seen
Swatch.
it on. Oh, Swatch. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
Starts with an H.
It does.
Yes.
Hopperdinger.
Hollister.
Oh,
Is it a clothing store? Or it started as
It started
that
as a
what is it
female
now?
clothing store.
Did he say what it is now?
what if
What
it's
they
just
serve
like
now?
Hanes?
Yeah.
It begins with an H. You said?
Yeah, what is it called? Okay, pick a company. Want to say Cabela's?
Nope.
Do we want to say
Did they say it's still a clothing store?
what's
No.
another outdoor clothing company?
Oh wait, what's the one? RTI, RGI,
RIT, right?
RTI,
RTI, right? REI.
REI. Yeah,
Can we
yeah.
go with that one?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Right.
Round 2, question
Just
number
my
4.
mic.
Your category was in retail therapy.
No, literally, you're on.
This popular retail store was originally a women's clothing store titled Hennes, Hennes, which is Swedish for the word hers. It acquired a hunting and fishing company called Moritz Wildforce in 1968, and shortly after changed their name to what? Pub Trivia Experience. What did you say?
Oh, we had absolutely no idea, so we went with REI.
They went with Aria,
REI.
REI.
Guessing that's wrong.
Your ROI on that question is LOW.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what that means.
What is the
I don't know what that
first
means.
letter in Hennes? What is the first letter in Moritz Widforce? It's H&M.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Well, now I feel dumb. That really threw me off.
That really threw me.
Yeah, you should use a microphone. We
Yeah,
are
I
a
should. I'm
podcast.
sorry.
Here's how your halftime question is going to go.
Oh, we made it to halftime.
You are going to turn in 4 possible answers on one answer sheet on the app. For each correct answer, you're going to get 5 points. Here is your halftime question. A skyscraper is defined as a habitable building with over 40 floors and exceeding 492 feet in height. There are 9 cities in the world that have more than 100 skyscrapers. For 5 points each, name 4 of those cities.
Okay, so
In
we
the
can,
world?
Yeah, so we can rule out most of Europe because there's height guidelines.
That have at least 100, if not more, skyscrapers.
Newark.
You gotta name 4 of the 9.
Yeah. I would say New York and Chicago.
New York,
You
Chicago,
think Chicago? Yeah, probably Chicago.
Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Those are the
where's
two that I would say from
What's a big city in
US.
Singapore?
Hold on, my brain's catching up to my brain. My mouth is catching up to my brain. So, Japan. They have cities.
Tokyo.
Tokyo.
Yeah, I think that's a smart one because
For
that
sure.
has like
Beijing.
yeah.
Would you go Beijing
Probably.
or would you go?
So we just need one more.
What's some of the other ones?
Dubai has the biggest
But I don't
building
think
in
they
the
have-
world,
I don't
but
think they
that's
have
what I'm thinking.
100.
I don't
I don't
know
know that they, yeah, I don't know.
because it's in the middle of the desert. Yeah, they have to have 100 skyscrapers, more than 40 floors,
I don't know if they
and
did.
some amount of height that I did not write down.
So what's another good Japan city? Because I feel like they have a ton of skyscrapers over there.
Tokyo.
And
There's a lot of cities.
A lot with the letters
What's another big
like
one?
Y in.
Shanghai.
China, Shanghai. What about
No.
What about Hong Kong?
Is that a city?
I mean, technically, I think yeah.
Let's come back to U.S. What do we have here? What about Atlanta? You think Atlanta's big enough?
I don't
New
think
York,
it's 100.
Chicago.
New York, Chicago for sure.
Yeah, I would say if there's any in the U.S. that we were going with, those are the two. L.A. I don't know.
No, I don't think
Seattle
LA
would be
has-
the next, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
about, like,
there's
Dallas?
A lot.
And I think the problem with Dallas is that a lot of times it gets grouped together with Fort Worth. Like
What about
Dallas,
like
Fort
Sydney
Worth.
or?
Sydney? I don't think of skyscrapers.
No, I only think of a
The Opera
opera
House.
house.
Okay,
And a bridge.
Go to
And fireworks.
Malaysia. Go to Singapore.
Singapore is a city,
the-
right?
okay.
And a country.
Yeah, it's in. Is that a city in Malaysia? Is Singapore a city in
I
Malaysia?
think it's like its own country, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're in the right area of the world. I just don't
Maybe-
really know that
Do you
area
think?
of the world.
Which ones do we have so
What
far?
about India?
New
New
York,
York, Chicago, Tokyo.
Tokyo. Okay, we got two.
What about
Or we got
India?
three. Two more. India? I don't think of skyscrapers, but they probably have them there.
I just think of people. Lots of people.
Lots of people. No, they have lots of beautiful, not artifacts, but
Ruins.
yeah, ruins.
Korea? Does Korea have any?
South Korea.
Seoul?
Yeah, Seoul. Seoul might be a great
Seoul?
answer.
Seoul? That's where the Olympics
Seoul,
were when I was
yeah.
born.
What about Russia? No, Russia doesn't have skyscrapers.
screw that.
They have like
They have Kremlins and
yeah. They have cool buildings but no skyscrapers.
Cool buildings, less cool people.
Yeah, Europe doesn't have it's more too historical to have skyscrapers a lot.
I like Seoul.
We kind of need two more. Seoul?
So we can
You guys have a
do
minute or
York-
so.
we said
Get
New York,
those answers
Chicago.
in.
Seoul, Hong Kong, Shanghai.
Hong Kong? Yeah, Hong Kong's got to be good, right?
Do you think Shanghai or do you think Tokyo?
What about
Tokyo?
No, what about the B one, Beijing?
Beijing.
Oh, Beijing. They have the Olympics there too.
Yeah. Olympic cities seem like they'd probably be skyscrapery.
Skyscrapery.
Okay, so we have four there. So Beijing, Hong Kong, Shanghai, Seoul. Which one do you feel best about?
So we need two out of
You
that,
only
right?
put four
Need
in.
one. Just
That's
one more.
it. Four.
Oh.
Need one
What
more.
was our fourth one?
We said New York, Chicago, Tokyo.
Oh, we only need four. I thought we'd have named five.
We have four.
Oh, okay. I think Beijing.
You want to say Beijing?
Do it. Type it in.
Oh. Does that-
All right. Your halftime question without repeating all that information again. There are 9 cities in the world that have over 100 skyscrapers inside of them. For 5 points each, you needed to name 4. We're going to start with the team behind me. Pub Trivia Experience, what is your first answer?
We said New York.
You said New Orleans?
New York.
I heard New Orleans.
Newark.
New York is definitely on the list.
Yay!
And I will tell you, they are not number 1. They are number 2.
Oh,
All right. What other cities did you go with?
Chicago.
Chicago is definitely on the list. That's 2. What else?
Tokyo.
Tokyo is on the list.
oh yay!
And 4th?
We had a whole list of cities. So Beijing, we went with as our 4th.
They went with Beijing. Beijing is not on the list.
Dang.
We still got 3 and
Number
4.
1 with a bullet. And honestly, it's not even close. It's Hong Kong.
Oh, that was on our list. It was on the
should've put
list.
that on our
Other
list.
cities, Hong Kong, New York City, Shenzhen, Dubai,
Really?
Dubai does
Okay.
have-
Shanghai, Tokyo, Chongqing, Chicago, and Guangzhou.
Guangzhou.
All
Proudly.
right. Folks, before I give you your halftime scores, I'm going to tally those up, but I'm going to give you the next question to start with. Round 3, question number 1, your category is in television. Teen pregnancy in the U.S. dropped by 5.7%
I
in
know
the
this.
18 months after MTV
I know
debuted
this.
what show?
16 and pregnant.
Teen pregnancy in the U.S.
Not Teen Mom.
dropped by
Oh, maybe it was Teen Mom.
5.7% in the 18
Oh,
months.
Teen Mom.
After MTV
Teen Mom.
debuted what show?
Well, why did you say 16 and pregnant?
Because I think that was their tagline.
Because Teen Mom,
No, I think those are two shows.
Are they?
I don't know anything about 16 and Pregnant, but Teen Mom, I know that there's a lot of controversy about like certain people who are on that show,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's very like drama.
Yeah, they went
Let's
on
go
to be
with
like
that
porn
one.
stars.
And one of the daughters that was born was named Leah.
Oh.
And like from like the OG, like I think it was a pretty early on baby.
We are in round 3.
And the dad's last name was Shirley, which was my maiden name. So the daughter, like if you Google Leah Shirley, which is my maiden name, the little girl's picture comes up.
Oh my gosh.
So, because sometimes I occasionally Google myself just to see like what's out
If
there
you've been
with
in
my
prison
name on it.
or, you know.
She just forgot about it.
And
that
so
one
yeah,
night.
when I had my maiden name, I Googled it, and I was like, "Who is this person?" That's the only thing I know
Yeah.
about Teen Mom is that apparently one of the little girls on there.
Let's go with that one. Then.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Before we give the answer to that question, let's get your halftime scores. With 39 points, give it up for Team Sullivan. With 54 points, we've got Team Spicy. With 58 points, we've got the Night Cheese. 63 points. I'm assuming this is my wife's team because it is the Ballbusters. Oh, it's worse than my wife. Okay. Also with 63 points, we've got Chi-Town, the Beach Bums. Okay. They are currently tied for third place. In second place, with 72 points, we have got Grimaldi's Chocolate Pizza.
Woo!
In first place with 90 points. Somebody please dethrone these. Oh, this kid's here. It is the Gold Squadron. And literally no one cares. I'm going to paint a TARDIS on your back.
Oh. Mostly hate.
Team Pub Trivia Experience would be sitting in third place. They have 65 points.
Ew.
Oh.
Ow. Ow.
Huh.
We haven't been keeping score, so we have no idea.
You have more points?
We have no idea. We haven't been keeping our score.
I mean, we
All
haven't
right,
really.
Pub Trivia Experience is arguing their score. I'll look into it. It doesn't matter because they don't matter. All right, round 3, question number 1. Your category was in television. Teen pregnancy in the U.S. dropped by 5.7% in the 18 months following the debut of what MTV show? Pub Trivia Experience, what did you say?
That is the best trash TV in the world, and that's Teen Mom.
They went with Teen Mom. So I'm going to ask the audience. I don't know. The answer I have is a show called 16 and Pregnant.
Motherfucker!
Is it the same show?
Hey.
It's
I
a
have
se-
16 and Pregnant down here, too.
You can only give one answer.
the same like showrunners and everything.
I hate you.
Okay. My answer says 16 and Pregnant. We're going with 16 and Pregnant.
What? It's on record. You were right.
You should have had more thunder to
Okay.
defend it. That's what
I
I got
will
in
do some
trouble for last
research and I'll
time.
follow up with you in a couple of questions.
That's what I get for defaulting to you.
Well, you know, it's
Fine,
the
well,
patriarchy.
okay,
You
just
should
calm
rise
down.
up against it.
Round 3, question number 2. Your category is in the 70s.
Oh.
Ugh.
It was a good decade, Bill, wasn't it? Bill had hair. It was great. The National Maximum Speed Law was a provision of the 1974 Emergency Highway Energy Conservation Act, and it limited the top speed that you could go in the United States to how many miles per hour. And I will tell you, at least you didn't have to worry about Sammy Hagar being on the road.
I wrote down 4 speeds: 55,
All right,
60,
what's with the Sammy
65,
Hagar
and
word
75.
reference?
I don't know.
I don't know who that is. Is it a
He's
musician?
a singer, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's your last one there. It's
75?
either is 70 or 75. I'm pretty sure I've seen 75.
75 is usually the standard.
But that's
speed.
not max. Like, that's what I'm confused about where it says the maximum speed. Like,
It's the
speed
maximum top speed anywhere in the U.S. was this.
Okay, but what's a Sammy Hagar reference?
There's probably a song.
Okay, you don't know it?
Oh, you don't know it?
No, I don't, but I know that there's a reference there.
Clearly. If I'd known it, I would have given you the answer.
And while you guys are talking through that, I will tell you I looked it up. Teen Mom is a spin-off of 16 and Pregnant. 16 and Pregnant was your correct answer.
That's what Tony said.
I would like the record to reflect that I had it correct.
Yes.
Let's go with your bottom answer there, because that's the standard, like, across the.
What about 85?
You think they reduced it?
What?
You think they dropped it?
What do you think the maximum speed
85?
right now is?
You think they dropped the speed limit since 1970, whatever, 3?
Oh, yeah, we've done a lot of things safer since 1973. Just because the interstates are 75 doesn't mean it's the legal max in the country. They could have another different number.
Yeah, like that's. I'm wondering what's the maximum now. So I'm pretty sure if you go too much over,
Are you
gonna get a
saying-
ticket.
Are you saying that 75 on the interstates is the legally fastest allowed in the country?
And
Yeah, I
just
think
an
it's, like,
update for the Pub
standard,
Trivia
yes.
Experience team back here. I did accidentally delete your points for the pregame. You actually would be in second place with 58 points.
Oh, that's
What?
nice.
More than 58 points? How many?
go down?
85? Are you being dyslexic?
73 points, sorry.
Okay. How in the
Whatever.
world? I don't get it.
It doesn't.
I don't know. He's a banker.
I
He
did
does
not have
math.
your halftime scores there. I apologize.
Hey, what's the answer
You
to
would
this
be in
one?
second place.
Hey, Chris, what's the answer to this question?
All right, here we go. Round 3, question number 2. Your category was in the 70s. The National Maximum Speed Law was a provision of the 1974 Emergency Highway Energy Conservation Act, and it limited speeds in the U.S. to no more than how many miles per hour. The good news is you would not find Sammy Hagar on the road. Pub Trivia Experience, what did you say?
We said 75?
Did anyone say anything other than 75? The correct answer with the Sammy Hagar clue is he can't drive 55.
Didn't get it.
Round 3. Question number 3. Your category is in movies. In the iconic movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Ferris' best friend Cameron is seen wearing what team's hockey jersey?
Yep.
It's red and white.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure that's the team name. It's
Red
definitely
Wings.
the city.
Yep.
Red and white. I haven't seen this movie in a long time, and I almost watched it the other day because it was on Netflix.
Here we go. In the hit movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Ferris' best friend Cameron is seen wearing what team's hockey jersey? If you're a fan of John Hughes, you know damn near all of his movies are based where? They're almost all based in Chicago. Pub Trivia Experience, what is the right answer?
Detroit Red Wings?
He is wearing a Red Wings jersey. Make some noise. Nicely done. All right. Round 3, question number 4. Your category is in geography.
I got this. Don't worry.
Here's your geography question. If you're at the city center of Detroit, Michigan, and you drove due south, what is the first country aside from the United States that you would make contact with?
I want to say it's a Central America country.
I was going to say, I think Mexico's too obvious.
Yeah, it's definitely not Mexico.
But then Central America kind of curves back.
Would it be a Caribbean country?
So I'm
Or
wondering-
Well, that's what I was wondering, if
South
there's
America?
any Dominican and Cuba are too far
too
east.
far to the east. So it would be
I'm
either
wondering
like,
if it's like one of the northern South America
right.
countries.
Would it be like
I don't know geography of any of them.
what's at the top?
Bolivia? No.
No, Colombia? Colombia?
Yes.
Peru is on the side.
Peru's on the side.
Chile's on the
Colombia.
side.
Well, Peru's like in the middle, isn't it?
Oh.
Okay, so hold
Chile's the
on.
one
Ecuador.
with-
Chile's along one of the
Okay, that's
side.
what I'm thinking.
Ecuador would be Central America, right?
No.
It's too far west. Ecuador's too far west.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Detroit is west of us.
I understand that.
So.
Ecuador
Uh-huh.
is over to the west.
Okay, sure. So the answer is Colombia. I liked.
know nothing.
Okay, I'm just trying to visualize. Really dumb question, okay?
Yeah.
Where does the Mississippi River start?
New Orleans.
Well, yeah, I know it goes up.
About another 30 seconds, folks.
I
You need
just
to put
pick
your
one.
answer in.
I don't know. What do you want? You want Colombia?
Columbia is fine.
Columbia, yep.
Round 3, question number 4. Your category was in geography. If you were in Detroit City at the city center and you went due south from city center, what is the first country aside from the United States that you would make contact with? Pub Trivia Experience team, what did you say?
We said Colombia?
They've locked in with Colombia. I will fully admit that this is a trick question.
So it's Mexico.
100% a trick question. If you are in city center in Detroit, Michigan, and drive due south, the first country you actually hit is Canada.
Oh. Because it hits nothing.
You actually hit Canada before. Yeah. Somebody got that right. Who got that right? Oh, we got a few. There you go. There
Good
you go.
job.
You didn't fall for my shenanigans.
Good question, Chris.
All right. Round 4, question number 1. We're going to move this right along. Your category isn't grammar. The 3 dots that you see in punctuation means the omission of a word or words where the sentence is able to be understood without them. You may also see them when someone is texting you on an iPhone or in Facebook Messenger. What is the name of this form of punctuation?
You know it clearly.
I do know it.
Okay.
Unless he has some other word for it, and then I'm going to be angry,
Oh, you know
especially
this
after that
answer?
last question.
Okay, let's move. It's the dot dot dots. What do they
What are the
mean?
dot dot dots called?
No, you guys have nothing?
I have no
It's
idea.
called an ellipsis.
Ellipsis, that's it.
Round 4, question number 1, category was in grammar. The 3 dots you see in punctuation means the omission of a word or words where the sentence is still able to be understood without them. You may also see them when you're texting someone or someone is texting you on an iPhone or in Facebook Messenger. What is this punctuation called? Pub Trivia Experience, what do you say?
That is an ellipsis?
It is not a threesome. My wife won't let me anymore.
Nope.
The correct answer is an ellipsis. Make some noise if you got that right.
I
Good job,
did.
Jeff.
We did. Totally.
Jeff
we,
got that
us.
right.
Good job, Jeff.
Good job, Jeff. Carrying this team today.
Y'all got some swirlies in high school, didn't you?
People are getting feisty out there.
Okay.
Yeah. They're
Round
glad
4,
to be back.
question number 2. Your category is in They Have the Power. It is estimated that between 10 and 20% of power outages in the U.S. are caused by what animal? It's estimated that between 10 and 20% of the power outages in the U.S. are caused by what animal?
Yeah, I mean,
That's what I was thinking.
I can't think of any other animal besides a bird or a squirrel that would be. I guess that could be like a lion or a hippopotamus.
No, it's definitely not going to do that.
So I know squirrels
Okay,
have a
let's go.
tendency to chew.
But birds are everywhere.
Yeah,
Birds are everywhere.
Birds, I assume, would fly into them and cause them. Whereas squirrels, I know that they chew.
Or they
And
lay in their nest.
Yeah, because I've
maybe.
heard of them chewing through the wire before.
Yeah.
I can't think of any other animal that it could be.
But when I think of power lines,
I think a bird sitting
the
on them
number one animal I think of
as a bird.
is birds.
Okay.
However, is that a question Chris would
White.
right? Or would he be like, haha, no, it's squirrels?
Yeah, I feel like birds is the more obvious answer, but maybe everyone's like, okay.
Or maybe
so-
this is one of his like toss up, everyone can get it questions.
Yeah, birds are everywhere. Are squirrels, are they native
And
to
he
everywhere?
said world, right?
Ooh,
Or do you say
yeah,
country?
because that's what I'm thinking. Like, birds would be in pretty much any country.
I think squirrels are pretty much everywhere, but
Okay.
different
they're
variations.
different variations of squirrels. Did you say world or country?
In the U.S.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it doesn't really matter.
No,
I'm assuming squirrels are probably
The
all
answer is not kangaroos, but that would be freaking funny.
I thought it was wallabies. My bad.
I say squirrels.
Say squirrels. Okay, you?
Yeah, squirrels.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter what I say. We're going squirrels.
You think it's birds?
I don't know. I don't really know. I'd have to flip a coin.
Yeah,
but
I was gonna say my
majority
obvious
rules.
answer-
Squirrel.
All right. It is estimated that between 10 and 20% of power outages in the U.S. are caused by what animal? Pub Trivia Experience, what was your guess?
We said squirrels.
They went with Doug's favorite animal.
Squirrel.
Squirrel. Tuna. Make some noise If you went with the correct answer, squirrel.
Oh. Oh, good. We weren't alone.
Nicely done. It is a squirrel. Round
feel like
4,
I'd heard
question
that fact
number
before.
3. Your category is in presidents. Since 1925, there have been 4 U.S. presidents that are confirmed to have been cheerleaders either in high school or college. Just name one of those 4.
Oh.
George W.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know why I can picture it.
Yep.
He was definitely
Mhm.
at
Yale.
Yale.
All right, we're going to stop it there. Since 1925, there have been 4 U.S. presidents that have been confirmed to have been a cheerleader in high school or college. Name one of them. Pub trivia experience. What did you say?
George W. Bush.
They went with W.
W.
You're 4. George W. Bush is one of them.
Woo! Clap for us.
Ronald Reagan. Franklin Delano Roosevelt. And you might not
Clearly.
believe it, but Dwight D. Eisenhower.
Oh,
Really?
military man himself.
That was a tough one. I will admit that. We are moving on. The final question before the wager rounds. Your category is in sports. What Hall of Famer was the first NBA player to miss 5,000 free throws throughout their NBA career?
Shaquille O'Neal. Is he a Hall of Famer?
I
Is
think
Shaq-
he's a Hall of Famer now, but I don't think he was the first one.
Okay.
So,
Was he a
Who else
slam
was-
dunker?
Yeah.
well, he was like 7 feet tall.
Yeah, he was a
He's just
center. I mean-
big old boy.
So would they have him take 3 free throws?
Yes, because he was notoriously bad at it.
Yeah, he was
Oh.
awful.
Horrible.
So
Did
why
not
did
know
they
how to
keep
shoot it.
having him do it?
Well, he would get fouled.
Oh.
The other team
Yeah.
would foul
So
him
it's
because
not
they knew
like-
that he would miss it.
Uh-huh.
It's not
It
like,
was
like,
literally a whole game plan from the other team. Like at the end of the game, they would keep fouling him, so he would have to keep taking free throws.
and missing.
It
That's
was
funny.
awful to watch.
Yeah. Try playing basketball and having your dad call you and say, "Okay, Shaq."
Ooh,
Yeah.
so you were that bad, huh?
No, I wasn't really that bad, but anytime I missed, he would say that.
Aha. Okay, well that's at least a solid guess that we have that makes sense. There's logic behind
Yeah, I mean,
it.
logically, yes, but I think the whole thing is the first one to do it, but I
Yeah.
don't have a good answer for that.
Okay.
So I
who
think we
else
have
was
to go with
notorious-
Shaq.
Who else was notoriously bad?
I don't think it was someone that was notoriously bad. I think this is a question where this is someone who played a long time, like a Wilt Chamberlain or Bill Russell, one of these like crazy scorer people.
Not Michael Jordan.
I don't think-
Okay.
He just watched the Michael Jordan
Honestly?
special.
That actually might not be a bad answer.
There was Michael Jordan. There was Scottie Pippen.
Okay,
Who else
so
was in it?
Okay, so yeah, who was in that?
Charles Barkley. He wasn't in it, but I'm thinking now Space Jam.
Yeah, I don't
My
My
know.
brain
what are you
has
talking-
already
what-
transitioned to
The,
Space Jam.
the Michael Jordan
documentary about Michael
Yeah.
Jordan.
Yes.
Yeah, he was in it.
Yes, I know, but who else? Like what? Who were other players on the Bulls at
Pippen,
that time?
Rodman,
the big white guy. Larry Bird. Is that his
No.
name?
No, Larry
No?
Bird is
He
was
is a
basketball
big
player, but no.
Yeah,
Was there another big white guy? I remember them interviewing a big white guy.
Was he Russian?
I don't know. No. Didn't
was he
sound
the guy
like
that was
accent.
in Space Jam?
I
Because
don't-
his name was Sean Hill. No, that was Grant Hill.
Yeah, I know
Sean
right
something.
now.
Really nice.
And Bugsy, the little guy.
Muggsy Bogues.
Folks.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Wow, we just dug a hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went
I don't know how any
Right
of
down
these
that
people
rabbit
were
hole.
shooting.
I feel like this is very
just
Chris though
names.
to go with a
something relevant.
relevant
Yeah.
Michael Jordan answer to blow everyone's
So
mind.
do you think it was Michael Jordan?
No, I don't know, but it would make sense
Okay, so
logically.
Who else?
They did not talk. Well, I mean, I didn't watch the whole documentary. I only watched pieces of it, but I don't remember them talking. Like everything was all about like how hard he was working at things and how
Yeah.
he wasn't really bad. Like I.
Oh no, he was very
Oh, no,
good.
but that's the thing. He played what, like a 20-year career?
No. Almost. Not quite. I don't know. I think we just go with the layup.
Of Shaquille O'Neal?
Shaq.
How about the slam dunk? We'll go with the slam dunk.
I don't think we have a slam dunk answer.
No, it's a layup.
I think we're feeling pretty layupy.
Yeah, it's very much a layup at this
Okay.
point.
Okay, let's do it.
Your category was in sports. I want you to tell me which NBA Hall of Famer was the first player in the history of the NBA to miss 5,000 free throws in his career. Pub Trivia Experience team, what did you say?
We're going for the layup here and going with Shaquille O'Neal.
They went with Shaquille O'Neal. So if you guys remember back when Shaquille O'Neal betrayed the state of Florida and signed with the LA Lakers, there was something called the hack-a-shack approach because Shaquille O'Neal could not hit a free throw to save his life. Your correct answer is Wilt Chamberlain.
Wow.
You even said it.
Yeah, I did.
You even said it.
You guys have seen them, Tyler, Stephanie, and Tara. They have been running around busting their ass tonight. They love it when you cheer for them, believe me. They love it a lot more when you take care of them at the night, so please tip your wait staff very well. Here are your scores. With 59 points, we've got Team Sullivan. 98 points, we got the Night Cheese. With 104 points, we have got Team Spicy. With 113 points, we've got the Pub Trivia Experience.
Yay.
Woo.
My God. Tied for third place with 115 points each, we've got the Ball Busters and Chi-Town. Alone in second place, Chocolate Pizza.
Woo! Where'd they
With
go? Did they leave?
140
They're down on the
points, someone
couches.
please knock them off their perch. The Gold Squadron. Here's how your final round's going to go. We're going to tweak it just a little bit. I am going to read you your question. You can wager up to 10 points per question. If you get it right, you get the points. If you get it wrong, you will lose the points. You get to choose your wager when you turn in your answer. So on your answer sheet, we're going to go question by question. You're going to type in the amount you're wagering, followed by your answer. Does that make sense? Everyone here's at least got a middle school education. It's a Florida education, but it's still a middle school education. Here is your final round question. There are 3 of these. Remember, you're wagering 0 to 10 points and then turning in your answers. Your first question, your category, is in U.S. history. Technically speaking, there were 2 U.S. presidents that attended the 1883 dedication of the Brooklyn Bridge. One of them was the sitting president at the time. The other was a future president who was the current governor of New York. Name either of those 2 presidents.
Do you guys know the presidents in order?
I don't.
Because I was going to say Lincoln died in 1863, so this would have been 20 years after that. So we could have counted and done the
Okay.
math of who was there.
When did
I say we go 0 on this one because
Franklin Delano
And
Roosevelt
you're open to put your
was
answers in whenever
governor
you're
of New
ready.
York?
Was he?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
I don't know what he did.
So I want to say FDR was like a young child, like a boy.
That was there.
But who was before Teddy?
When was Teddy?
Was it both Roosevelts?
You got another 20 seconds, folks. Get those answers in.
Inception style? Like,
I don't know, but we got to get an answer now.
what do we think?
I think we should go 0.
Well, I know that, but what's
Okay.
the answer?
FDR.
Yeah, I don't know.
I like that answer.
Teddy,
'cause
and
that's
two-
what I was going with.
But
too.
we have to look
We
for
just
the
need
2.
one.
No,
Oh, you
just
just
need
need
one.
one?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
All right, everyone's answers are in. At the 1886 dedication of the Brooklyn Bridge, there were 2 presidents in attendance. One was the sitting president at the time, the other a future president who was the current governor of New York. Name either of those 2 presidents' pub trivia experience. What did you say?
I messed up the question because I didn't hear you say current governor. So
Okay.
we said FDR because I knew he was the governor of New York, but that's way off.
They said FDR, who would have been...
Not born yet, right? Or
I don't think
He would have
he's-
been a boy, but he
Yeah.
wouldn't have been governor of New York.
yeah, he would have been really
Okay,
young.
they went with FDR. That's not a correct answer. Your correct answer, one of these people took over for the assassinated... Who? Not Lincoln.
McKinley?
Assassinated James Garfield. It was Chester A. Arthur was the current president. And the only president to serve 2 non-consecutive terms was Grover Cleveland. He was the current governor of New York.
I didn't hear current.
Question number 2. Question number 2. In your final wager round, your category is in sports. For those of you that hated me for my last sports question, I'm hoping I make up for it now because this is a question about the NFL. What NFL team is the only current team to have their logo on only one side of their helmet?
I think it's the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It is. And then they have the number on the other side.
Oh, really?
All right. Pub trivia experience. First off, how much was your wager on this question?
10.
10. What is the only NFL team that only has a logo on one side of their helmet? What did you say?
The Steelers.
They went with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that is a correct answer.
Of course it is. That's
It is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here is your final question of the night. Your category is in the internet. What South Pacific island nation's government makes 10% of its money off of royalties from the country's domain name? That domain name is .tv. It got quiet quickly. We're looking for the South Pacific country whose government makes 10% of their money off of licensing fees for the country's domain name, and their domain is .tv.
Tavu.
South Pacific. Philippines?
Tavernier.
Tahiti. Malaysia. Island nation. Okay. Oh, he's taking it off. He's thinking.
Yeah, I do
Jeffrey
not know.
is in full think mode over there. .tv.
We should have studied geography knowing that Chris was... And presidents, gosh.
Yeah, we better start listening to that president podcast.
Yeah, he has it on the on all the time, and I just can't focus on it. Like, it's just too scholarly. I just zone right out when it's on.
Like, what would be a country, South Pacific country that would be...
It's going to be something we've
Googled.
never heard of, probably.
Yeah, it could be something really
It's
hard.
going to be some tiny little island that no one ever heard of, and that's why 10% of their,
GDP.
GPD is...
GDP.
What?
GDP.
GDP, that's the one.
We're done. Everybody, before we give the final answers and go over the winners here, I just want to say from me and the rest of the crew at the Pub Trivia Experience, guys, it is damn good to be back.
Yes.
It is nice. I like to be hidden.
Thank you guys for coming out on a Friday night to play some trivia with us here, right here at Antelope Brew in beautiful Tarpon Springs. For our listeners at home,
Woo!
if you're in the Tampa area, even just to visit, come down to the Sponge Docks. Go see them, pick some sponges, and come over here. Have some of the best draft beer, craft beer you can have. Get yourself a
those
gourmet
pickles.
grilled cheese sandwich and enjoy the Florida weather.
And pickles.
And sponge cake on the docks. We're looking for the South Pacific island nation who makes 10% of its money
Did we
off
answer?
of royalties from
Say-
their domain.
say Tuvalu.
.tv.
Say Tuvalu.
Tuvalu?
TV.
Tuvalu.
Tuvalu?
If it was Russian, it'd be... Yeah, no, not making that joke.
Because no one's going to
Pub
believe that
Trivia
you got it
Experience
right.
team, what did you say?
Tuvalu?
What was that?
Tuvalu? Tuvalu?
Tuvalu?
Yes.
And what was your wager?
0.
So, this is our first anti-social of the evening where nobody got the question right. The correct answer, they're actually very close. Gold Squadron was very close as well. It's not Tuvalu, it's Tuvalu. It's a little island nation called Tuvalu, and due to global warming, that nation will soon disappear. We're going to end on a down night.
Oh, that's sad.
Your
Way
final
to go, Chris.
3 teams.
True 2020.
In third place, we've got Team Spicy. In second place, we got the Ball Busters. In first place, I have to say it, guys. They changed their name and still came out on top. Gold Squadron. The pub trivia experience, you guys finished with a very respectable third place finish if you were allowed to place. Nicely done. Everybody, we are glad to be back. Find us on Facebook or on Instagram, Pub Trivia Experience, going forward at least. The Friday before every show, we will post a trivia question of the day that will be an answer to tonight's game. Not tonight. I didn't do it tonight. I told you, bad day at work. Everybody, it's been a fun night. Be safe out there. Have a good weekend.
I watched it because I was a communications major, so we had to watch all these whatever movies, and we watched Psycho and Vertigo. And I remember Vertigo had it was a more lengthy discussion, only in our class. Psycho, the only thing we talked about was the shower scene that they used chocolate syrup.
Yeah, it was kind of revolutionary.
And we had to watch it without the music, a cut without the screeching violins or whatever.
Oh wow!
And a scene with it, and we had to it was all about how the use of music in film was really whatever.
Emotion, yeah.
And that's really the only thing I remember at that discussion. But I don't remember anything specific about Vertigo's discussion. I just remember we spent more time
Your
on it.
last movie.
Neat. Top 10
Yes, no, yes.
AFI critically acclaimed. I think it would.
But don't people critically acclaim Empire the second one more than the first
it's
one?
New Hope.
Really?
No, I think people generally like
Episode 5.
episode 5 better, I think, but I don't know that critics did.
Yeah, I know.
I could be wrong. I don't know anything about critics.
Yeah,
so.
and if the New Hope was the first one, then
I think because
I feel like it would make it on there out of principle because it is the first one.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But hey, what do I know? Not much about movies.
We could just have bias.
We could. Implicit bias?
Yeah.
Yeah. And study that up a little bit more. And, yeah. So they sold their pizza under the pseudonym Pasquale's Pizzeria.
But don't you... So there's a pizzeria inside of Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah,
That's
like a
right.
restaurant, yeah.
And they say that they use their services to support their children's play area.
So...
Pretty
People
smart.
going in are supposed to assume that this is just its own company that...
Well, see,
no,
that's the
it was,
thing.
It was just order
Inside.
out.
Is they never went in. They found it on their food delivery apps and said, "Oh, let's try this new
I
pizzeria."
see.
And then so when they showed up and they're like, "I'm pretty sure this tastes like Chuck E. Cheese pizza," and then they
That's how they
texted
figured
their
it out.
delivery driver and they're like, "Where did you pick this up?"
Interesting.
Yeah, right.